All right, Virgo. So look, we're going to keep it spicy tonight, boots, okay? So use discernment, take what you need, leave what you don't need, and please do not force the message. Remember, I am just the messenger. If you triggered, face your mirror, not my comment section, okay? Now, yeah, like I said, we're going to try to keep it a little spicy here. If you ain't with it, simply skip it, okay? I do this for entertainment purposes only. If you do want some coaching sessions by me, or intuitive readings done, you can reach me via my website, www.theoraclegoddessinc.com. All right, so let's dive in. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true God, for showing up. Thank you for protecting us as we go through these spiritual streets to commune with you. All right, Virgo. So card number 1 is the heat. This is the energy that's currently burning between you and whoever this person is, okay, that you're thinking about. Ooh, what card was that? It flipped inside the deck. Here we go. Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Card 2, the craving. So what are they secretly desiring or fantasizing about when it comes to you? Oh, 10 of Pentacles upright. The block. So what's getting in the way of this passion flowing freely? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Page of Cups in the reverse. The spark. So what will reignite the connection or turn the energy back on in your connection? 141 on a timer. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. And so the action. What's about to happen next, or what move are they planning to make? I got the 4 of Wands came out in the reverse position. Card 6 is the outcome. So how's this energy going to play out once they both stop resisting it? Ace of Swords in the reverse position. And it's like it's coming out reverse energy, but I feel like it's not saying like you're going to lack clarity or there's going to be some doubt or something like that. I feel like it's kind of like the opposite, if that makes sense. But the Knight of Wands reverse energy, like literally, that's that in and out energy, y'all. That's like the Knight of Wands reverse is usually the playboy of the deck, okay? But what I'm getting here is that this person is hot and cold. Like I said, that in and out energy. They come in fast, all passionate, all excited, and then they pull back when things start to get real, okay? So it's given inconsistency, impulsive, and maybe low-key scared at the same time, okay? Because this connection that you have with this person is strong. Like the attraction is very strong between you two, okay? And 1 minute they're ready. 1 minute they're ready to risk it all, okay? And then the next, they're ghosting, trying to figure some things out, all right? Or they're quiet, okay? And they have, it's like deep down in their thoughts with that 10 of Pentacles energy, y'all, they not just craving your body, like they're craving stability. 333 on a timer. That's that legacy, that's that family. You know what I'm saying? That's wealth, that's long term right there. Retirement, everything, right? And so you feel like home to them. You represent that comfort, that longevity, right? You represent that legacy energy. So even if they act detached, you're the kind of connection that they could actually build something with. I mean, and this is something real, right? But this person is that in that hot and cold energy. We already know why, Virgo. We can go back over all the Virgo readings I've done, and it's going to tell you what it is, right? Okay, so Virgo, you just instructed to keep going within, all right? Keep loving on you, okay? So the block is pretty much immaturity. Page of Cups reverse. Emotional fears, poor communication. That's what's blocking the flow of things. All right. And I feel like it's more like emotional immaturity. So, yeah, somebody in this connection is really struggling to be emotionally honest. And so instead of expressing how they feel, they might flirt, they might joke, they even go silent. Okay. So it's this emotional avoidance energy that keeps things on pause. It's really weird, right? So let's see something real quick. So why is the emotional avoidance energy there? Queen of Wands, upright position. Okay. It almost feels like this represents you, Virgo. Like, you're in your Queen of Wands energy. Wow. Let's be real, Virgo, right? Your energy is so magnetic right now. It's wild. You're confident. You're sexy. You're glowing. Like, you're in your full power right now. You're not chasing. You're attracting. And that's exactly what got them shook. I don't think they was expecting you to actually do this. They see you as the full package, right? Someone who knows their worth. Someone who stands firm in it. Okay? But you're so independent. You're so passionate, right? I feel like that's almost, I don't want to say intimidating for them, but they actually start to question if they're enough, because you are the Queen of Wands. You are the one they want. But your energy, like I said, is so powerful. It's like, damn, like, can I even match that energy? Right? They can. So instead of showing up fully in this connection, they retreat. Okay, they act like they don't care, or they play cool to protect their own ego. But truthfully, like, the emotional avoidance is just masking deep desire, okay, and insecurity. And the crazy part about it, Virgo, is that you want this person just as much as they want you. But you're very laid back. You're very, what's the word? I keep saying conservative, but I know that ain't the word. But you're very, I think that is it, conservative, okay? With your energy, everything. And it's like, how can they feel like they're not enough or can meet you where you are when they're actually rising? I'm hearing they're transforming. They're going through a transformation. It's just not at the same time. Because Virgo, you know, I feel like you've been on your journey for longer than this person. Okay? So that's why you here at the Queen of Wands already. All right? But they're not avoiding you because they don't want you. They're avoiding what you bring out in them. And that's power. That's vulnerability and growth, Virgo. That's what they're avoiding. Okay? Now, it just feels too real for them. And I feel like also it's like you almost make them have to stand in their power, right? Because in order to be with a Queen of Wands, you got to be there. So you're going to mirror back that power and strength to them, which is going to make them have to step up and face some things. Okay? So what was the question? Was it the spark? Yeah, the spark. So what reignites this with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse? That's like that feeling of, you know, letting some stuff go. Choosing happiness. All right? And so once y'all drop that victim mentality or this victim mindset and open up again, then that's when the warmth comes rushing back in. So what Spirit is saying is, like, stop punishing each other for old wounds. Like, let the love in. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Actually choose happiness, okay? So there's still tension around stability within your situation, right? And so, again, it's a lot of fear. They're nervous to really commit. It's commitment phobia. It's fear that the timing isn't right. They may test the waters before jumping all in. Like, so expect some communication, but it might not be fully clear yet. All right, you might be sitting up there like, what the? In the Ace of Swords reverse energy, like, what the? Look, Virgo, you're intuitive. All right, see through the illusion. And so until there's full honesty, this thing stays confusing. Okay, miscommunication and assumptions could keep y'all spinning in a circle. And so Spirit is really saying that clarity is the key. So speak your truth, Virgo. Like I say, stand in your authority, right? Because you know the truth. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, so even if your voice shakes, say it. Because that's what unlocks the next level in your situation, okay? So Virgo, the chemistry is insane. But so is the confusion. So you already know what to do, Virgo, all right? The game is over. Peace.